It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this defense features Shaq Thompson.
He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Panthers and the Chargers.
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just one.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season out, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance, and he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Dobbins, and man, you got to feel good for him. I mean, his time in Baltimore was just riddled with significant lower body injuries. To see him healthy, and he has gotten off to a fast start, and this is the player that everyone around the league knew he was capable of being. He just needed to stay healthy.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action now, Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
20-yard pickup there. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Look at the big man go. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Young hands it to Hubbard. Whoa! And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll run with Brooks. And he will dive into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Panthers move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Herbert to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Strong grab there by Deontay Johnson, and following a really good 5-year run in Pittsburgh, it kind of became clear he needed a change of scenery. The Panthers went out, they traded for him this offseason, all in their quest, Mike, to continue to surround Bryce Young with better and better skill players. And so far, it looks like that trade's paying off, and they're able to connect for a big 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play action now. It's Herbert. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st down is Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 20-yard line.
From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Young to throw. Open man is Johnson. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A throw left side, taken in by Thomas.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Panthers first down.
They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Putting the tight end in motion. On play action, Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try to run for it. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 10-3 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. First and 10. A run with Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. Now Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. 3rd and long. Throwing, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On play action, it's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
1st down, Chargers.
Now a play fake. Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. He's got Parham, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the New Look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
You have a tight end motioning left here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Justin Avoidby in there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's another Carolina Panther.
Here's Young. This one into the hands of Marshall.
Young's pass complete to Terrace Marshall.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the Chargers' 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Here's a give left side for Hubbard. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Panthers. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run with Spiller. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Pistol here for Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Young. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. He's got his man complete to Johnson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Young. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Throwing on second down, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a third and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that'll set up fourth down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Charger first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught. It's Isaiah Spiller. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing again, Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Jared Goff, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jordan Love, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in the victory. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. On 2nd down, Young. That's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Young to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Herbert. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The veteran, Jadeveon Clowney, still at it, and he still has it. He gets the sack. The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They'll motion over Thielen. A 2nd down throw for Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's gonna set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now Herbert. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Herbert. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Young. A throw on the run is complete. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Now a timeout called by the defense. To throw, Young. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10.
Young hands it to Hubbard. Ooh. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Young. Open receiver is Marshall. He's got it. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
His kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
28-yard gain.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Herbert. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one, taken in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer.
Chargers 13.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Sending a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one taken in right side by Legette. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Panthers
Young gonna give it to Brooks. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Young. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Young in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
By Morgan Fox. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This a must stop for this defense, facing 3rd and long. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. To throw is Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball and keep that to a short game.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Herbert to throw. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. The man in motion here is Chark. Throwing again, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he will score! Game on! Donald Parham, touchdown LA. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 6.
Chargers 20. Cameron Dicker.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Marshall is on the move. On first down is Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Young. Catch made right side by Thomas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the Chargers 25-yard line.
The motion man is Johnson. A second down throw for Young. Now he takes off. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. A first down there on a pickup of 17. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. On the give, it's Hubbard. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Back to throw, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is fourth and goal. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for first and 10. Now, Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Thomas. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Hubbard. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation for the Panthers.
So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.